Hello everybody and welcome to another PRL race here on Project Cars. We missed the first race because I forgot to record it. Came 11th place, which wasn't exactly ideal, but sure, that's how it works. Also, you might notice that the microphone isn't the best. It's because I've been having a little bit of issues with it, but here, let's move on to a qualifying lap. Also, the audio sync in-game is a little bit off here. As you can see, we're in 9th place starting the flying lap here. We're going to
P13, you've just done 1:36.5
well,
seconds. That's your fastest lap today.
Going to try our best to move up the grid.
Off the pace. Left rear's hot.
You can also probably hear that voice. That's crew chief. It is I did do a bit of live commentary in it, but there's not a lot because I was trying to sweat it out, to be honest. So as you can see here, we're just trying to clip all the apexes in the flying lap here. Maybe we cut that corner a little bit, I don't know, but we're a little bit down through sector 1.
You're a 10th off the pace.
It was raining, so that's not exactly ideal coming down to this braking zone. This corner was one of the corners in the wet I was having real issues with. I just felt like whatever I did, I just did not have the grip. So now coming, we're at the Zhuhai, I don't know what, the Zhuhai International Circuit, by the way, just in case you're wondering. It was ×2 time progression and rain at the start, light rain at the start, so we're on intermediate tyres, and then it goes to heavy cloud, and it's ×2.
Sector 2 time is okay.
As you can hear there, Sector 2, we set our best time, which is pretty good for us. Coming down to the last corner, we tried to not everybody was going out to the right there to try to swoop in. I tried to stay into the left just to try and make the course a little bit shorter. Not sure if it saved me any time, but there we were coming across the line to go 13th place. It then changed to 14th. Unfortunately, somebody went a bit quicker. I thought I had the results saved up,
green.
But I didn't.
Clear left. Car left.
There you go. You can hear the green call.
He's still
and
there.
we're off.
Clear left.
Now getting a decent start, we get up a few positions. Some people are in the wall. We're up into 11th place. We're going to go up the inside here of this BMW.
Car left.
He decides to cut us off.
Hold
Car on
your
our
line.
outside. There's a Porsche going very slow.
Still there. Clear left.
We get
Car
past
left.
the Porsche. But can we get past
Still there.
this here next Porsche? There's a lot
Clear
of Porsches.
left.
Doesn't give
Car
us the
left.
space. We get tapped a little bit there.
Still there.
Loses a bit of time.
Still there.
Recording seems to be lagging a bit. I don't really know if that's
Hold your line. Clear left.
as you can hear there, I'm not exactly the most cheerful person at the moment. Now coming around the next couple of corners in the rain still. I'm going to try our best to maybe make a move
Car
up the
left.
inside. It's very
Clear
late
left.
braking.
Car
Yeah,
left.
I'm not...
Clear left.
He turns in and just doesn't really get in. That move was a little bit aggressive, but I don't know. I was a little bit annoyed because of the earlier laps. As you can see, the two cars in front of us are battling here. Gonna try close them down, but as you can see in qualifying, we weren't exactly very quick in the race. And I obviously needed some heat in the tyres as well, as you can see by the bottom right. They're very cold tyres. I was having a little bit of issues later on in the race, well, mainly in practice, when my tyres were getting overheating. It wasn't all that bad in the race, maybe I just didn't notice it as much as I would if it was in practice, because I'm thinking about more on the race. But coming now into the braking zone.
38.3 seconds.
As we're now pushed down towards the line.
The gap behind is now 1.
We cut on a little bit later in the lap. It's lap 4. There seems to be a move going up the inside there. There's the black BMW is going very slow. I try to avoid him here.
Left side.
Comes back and try to go through the middle, but there's no space. So I get the move on the Porsche there. I was thinking about going for a move up the inside of the BMW. I brake a little bit early. The Porsche goes back up the inside of me. We have a little bit of contact. I try to go back round the inside. I get the move done once again, but I have a poor exit through there. The Porsche is going to come back out of it, come back on our left to go round the outside here around this penultimate corner.
He's still there. Clear left.
Still
Left side.
just there, we're just trying to keep it
Still there.
much as we can. He's still just
Still
trying
there.
to hang it round. He gets a better exit, but
Hold
the
your
power
line.
of the Aston, we're able to
Still
pull
there.
away. Coming into this
Still there.
long last corner. This point I was
He's still
panicking
there.
so much. We were losing a lot of time.
He's
You see
still
there, I
there.
just go fuck.
Still there.
So
That's 11th place. That was a
we get the move
1:40.3.
done,
Clear
but now
left.
coming into the first corner, is he going to go for it? No, we're able to get the move done, but we have lost a lot of time there. So you can see the car in front having a bit of lag issues there. But now he comes back at us again, is he going to? Doesn't look like it so far.
Nice, what happened?
As we can see here, one of the other Porsches there off the track, which is very unfortunate. He was, I believe,
Oh, that
leading
sucks.
for a good part of the race. Good part of the race.
User in your channel.
Now we're up into 10th place as I get a little bit of a nudge from behind and I spin round. And at this point I'm like, let's go back on the course. I thought I could get back in the course in front of that guy, but I could not. And yeah, I take full responsibility for that. That was a little bit stupid on my end. I was a little bit pissed off because I didn't feel like that incident was my fault. So now we're going to try and close up on the car ahead. But we double shift through that there corner as I begin to lose the back end. You can see them fighting like crazy up ahead. And you can see the Porsche there goes wide. I think, okay, I'll take that position back
Left
again,
side.
thank you very much. We squeezed
Still there.
so much there. I'm not sure
Still there.
he realised how he had such a good exit.
Clear left.
He's still around my outside there. I try to give him the space, he just tries to
Car
carry a
left.
bit too much speed.
Clear left.
And he goes onto the grass and I get the position up into 12th. Not the greatest of starts,
P12.
but
Come on,
it could have
focus.
been
We need
worse.
more speed.
Like in
Don't try to break
in
later.
both-
Just concentrate harder. Sector 2 is 6.2 seconds. Off
Oh,
the pace.
fuck,
Clear
fuck,
right.
fuck!
Lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
there, I don't know why, I just got a little bit frustrated. It was like I heard
P15. Come on, mate. We
You're,
really need to get the hammer down now. Sector 1 is
losing it a bit,
7.7
so-
seconds. Off the pace. Sector
Yeah.
2 is 8
Here the,
tenths off the pace. Sector 3 is
the guy goes a little bit
6
wide.
off
We
the
try to
pace.
go up the
Clear left.
inside. We get the move done. Now coming down into this here corner, we're up into 14s out of 16s. It's not exactly ideal, and we have a total screen freeze.
User joined
So I
your
decide to
channel.
brake and just pull off
You've
to
gotta
the
be
side.
kidding me. Sorry, my PC froze once again.
And
I
we're
don't know
down
if you're
to
still
last
racing,
place.
but if that's good luck, and otherwise more people had
You've got to be
a
kidding.
crash. We might want to consider a restart, so I don't know.
We're racing.
Okay, good luck.
My PC just froze and I lost so many positions. You got to be kidding me. Now coming on to lap 9, we were able to catch up with these guys slowly, not as fast as I was expecting, to be honest. Like I said, we were struggling in the rain conditions. As here, we're going to go, the Porsche goes side by side with the Mercedes. He's going to get the move done. I think the Mercedes had a couple of off tracks, and I think that's the one that crashed into the back of me when I made that mistake. So I believe has got a bit of damage. As you can see here,
Sector
because
1
of
is
his
9
engine, I wasn't
tenths
quite
off the
able to
pace.
catch him.
Sector 2 is 8 tenths off the pace.
We go
Sector
for a
3
move up
is
the inside. It
7
was
tenths
very late
off the
braking.
pace. Right side, your left rear showing significant wear.
But-
Right side's clear. Your left rear is hot.
He does a cut back there. You can hear the engineer telling me about my tyre pressure levels or tyre heat. So clearly I was struggling. He goes defensive into that corner. I try to have a really good run through this here one, which I do. Am I going to have a look to the inside? I am. I'm going to look to
Left
the
side.
inside,
Clear
and he
left.
just cuts us off completely. I was thinking about diving it up into there, but I thought better of it. He runs a little bit wide, but not as wide as the Porsche. It's all very hectic. I'm looking for the move. I'm going to try
On your
go
right.
to the inside because I know it turns
That's
to
the
the
new
inside.
fastest lap for
I get the
Kaplan.
inside line.
34.6. He's still there.
Get the inside line. Go for
Hold
this
your
corner like I do.
Clear
I have
right.
a little bit of contact, but I get the move done. And he seems very safe. So we're now up into
Sector 2 is
15th place.
1.7
Not exactly
off the pace.
the
Sector
most
3
ideal.
Is 7 tenths off the pace. We're seeing significant
Come to lap
wear on
11.
both left side tyres. Your tyre temperatures look good.
Come on. Look at... there we go. Coming on to lap 11 there, he spun out and we lost the time. This lap was the best lap to pit on. And I forgot to pit! I was considering pitting the lap before as well. And that's me just smacking my table because... I forgot to go to the pit.
That's P10. That lap was a 1:36.6
It's
seconds. Your lap times are
I'm very
improving.
good at
This is
forgetting where the
exactly
pit
what we
lanes
need.
are. So now we're going to go round again and go into the pits, hopefully at the end of this lap. I believe we're going to stay on board for the entirety of this lap, just show kind of what it was like. It was beginning to dry off quite a bit. We were catching the car in front. I believe he was Tinky Winky, he was a Teletubby. So we're going to try and catch up to this Teletubby very quickly. As you can see they're just trying to use
You're gaining on this guy.
up as much as
Gap's
this
now
track.
1.7.
So we go trying to push as hard as we can, but there you go, there's my Teletubby attack. If anybody is a Teletubby, I apologise for my Teletubby racism. But now, coming around these last couple of corners, I could feel like there was a bit of understeer. We decided to cut to when I go into the pit, so that was probably a bit of section I was supposed to delete in editing, but I didn't, so, you know, you're going to have to watch it. So now, going in, we make sure our things are alright. Unfortunately, when I hit save, I thought it would just exit out of this, but it didn't. So we hit close before we come into the pits. I'm not sure if it affects it, but it seems to some other time. Now, into the pit lane. It's the inside of the Aston Martin. So my teammate was not here for this race, he was here at Brands. He had a 7th place, and well, I had a 11th, so he did a pretty good job around there, but unfortunately could not make it to this Grand Prix. And now
P14.
we cut on to the next lap as the guy, the Teletubby, gets out just in front of us. We're going to close, we're very close to him, he covers the inside line. Gonna try look for a move into here, maybe not, because we are a little bit far behind. We know that we have a bit more grip than the Merc, because it is very heavy and not exactly great on the brakes here. Try to straight line that chicane as much as possible. Coming out here, try to get a good exit through here. We get a lot more speed. We go to the inside. It was a bit of a dive bomb.
Clear left.
Not 100% sure what I was thinking.
Car right. Clear right.
But he gets the move. Gets the cutback. And now we decide to cut on. No, we don't cut on to a bit later. Same point in the race. Don't really know why there was a little bit of a black screen there, but apologies. So we're now going to continue going. We're going to try and force him into a mistake, hopefully. And then we can try catch the cars up ahead. Because as you can see on the radar there, there's that trio of cars which we're going to aim to try and catch. Don't know if any of them have pitted yet or what's the story with that, but the plan at the moment. So we want to get past this car, move ourselves up into 13th place, and then try work on gaining some more positions from there. So you can see the rain has not completely gone, so the guy in front of us could still make a mistake here. Coming across the line, we're a lot more closer than we have been while it was raining.
5 seconds. That's your quickest lap. You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
As he does make a mistake, he runs a little bit wide. We're going to try and look to the inside, but he just keeps it on the track. Alright, we're going to go for a bit more of a straighter line here. We look to the inside, do we? We know we have the better brakes. Cuts us off a little bit, but we're still there. We're going to go round the outside into this here long right-hander. Try give him the space, and we make the move stick.
Right side.
Goes back up the inside. Is he going to make it?
Clear right.
We get a better exit though. That was a move up. Good bit of driving there. Move up into 13th place. Come lap 20 though, the car in front, Royal, we were catching on those two drivers in front. Royal makes a mistake in that
left side
BMW. We're going to go up the inside into this fast right-hander. We do like going up the inside of fast right-handers, and we get the move stuck. Now we're going to try and catch up to Doherty, who we know from earlier races is a very good driver, and it might be difficult to overtake him. So I knew I was a lot faster in the dry than I was in the rain, so I believe I could have caught him, and hopefully we'll skip on a bit soon to see how that ends up, or apparently not. We're just going to stay on for this little battle here as we start to pull away from Royal. And now we skip on to see, as we've closed a lot up to Doherty, and even we've dragged Royal along with us as well. I think Doherty might have made a couple of mistakes on that lap, so we were able to catch up with him quite a lot. Now coming down into the last corner. Are we going to make a good exit here and try get him up into the first corner? It wasn't the best. I was really kind of struggling through that last corner. Wasn't the best corner for me.
Stay close,
as you can
keep
see,
the pressure on. P12,
we couldn't
good
really...
lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 1 is 9/10 off the pace.
We were trying to slipstream him down and use the power of the Aston, but we couldn't quite do it. Coming through another fast right-hander, where we made the move on Royal, the car behind. Doherty driving pretty well. Maybe driving a bit defensive at the moment. And this is the part where here he's going to go very defensive into this fast right-hander. Going to sacrifice a bit of his speed. I lifted a little bit. I decide, well, we might as well go for it. We make it stick. Little bit of contact. I try to give him the room. I think we just glued together. It's a bit of a
Hold your line.
weird thing to do. But he's still side by side coming into this next corner. We get another little bit of door rubbing. He brakes a lot earlier, trying to make me into a mistake, but I do not crack under the pressure, and we move into 11th position. And now coming on to lap 24. As you can hear there from myself, the rain is beginning to come down. I'm not sure you can see it, but maybe you can a little bit, but it was beginning to rain again with 5 laps left to go. At this point I believe I was lapped, or maybe I get lapped in the next few laps, but
I was so happy with
11th. As you can hear there, I was happy with 11th. Didn't really want the rain to come. Moving on to now lap
11.7 seconds.
27. There's a car that's gone out in front of us. It seems to be Street Boy, and we move up into 11th place. I mean 10th place.
Going to hold this position.
And we've got up to 10th place here, ladies and gentlemen. Street Boy seems to have an almighty crash. Now, moving on to lap.
Beginning to really struggle now, but just gotta keep pushing. Well, not pushing, just keep the car on the road.
And here we can see later the lap on that lap. Here's what's going to happen. Coming into the final corner.
No. You had one job, for fuck's sake.
As we get back onto track, we're going to run along with the final lap of the race here.
Lap was at 1:46.5. Sector 1 is 2.5 seconds.
See what's going to happen.
Sector 2 is 2.3 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is
first corner,
8.4 off the pace. Your left side tyres are both past their best.
As you can hear there, our tyres were not the best. Look how much we're lifting through there. We're just trying to drive very cautiously. We had a gap to Royal, and I knew that if I drove okay, I would. If I drove safe, it would be okay. This is the last lap for me. I said Rosberg's down, my friend, because of the Monaco Grand Prix earlier in the day, where Rosberg was just so slow in the rain. That was what I really wanted to do. I just wanted to bring it home. I didn't have to drive a fast lap, so to keep going here. The aim was to finish the race. So as you can see here, we're normally a gear up on what we normally are, especially in these traction zones. The videos seem to pause there for me. I don't know again if that's the actual video, if that'll show up in the video, or that is just it not being rendered 100% in. Now coming into the penultimate corner where it was a bit of a strange one. It was a bit bumpy, to be fair, but it was okay. Now coming down to the not the penultimate corner, that was the penultimate corner. Coming down to the final corner. Look how slow we're going to take this. Don't even go on the power. And we will take 10th place here. Oh my. I took that last corner so slow.
10th position. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
I will take it. I will take it. Especially after that first stint. Whew. I mean, there was a point there where I was really tempted to quit. Good job I didn't, eh? 10th place will take it. Now we're going to look at the results here. 10th place, as you can see. We're also doing kind of, how do you say it, like a thing where we can drive it so that like there's Group A and Group B. In Group B, I'm 2nd place, and I'm a few points off the leader, who is Lennox, who beat me that last race. So yeah, hopefully we can do well on that, and thank you for watching.